Hi Leo, I hope you're doing well. So we'll be looking at whoever you're thinking about here for January. Regardless, this person's personality, we have Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. I actually want more clarity on this person's energy. Why is Six of Pentacles here? Strong Pisces energy. This can be someone who's learning to put up stronger boundaries. They can be overly giving, if that makes sense. Why is Nine of Swords here? Yeah, this person's learning to put themselves first. They're learning about self-love. This is someone who was lacking boundaries here in the past. They were overdoing things. They were almost too available, if that makes sense. So yeah, they are working on themselves and they're learning how to say no with the Seven of Wands. I'm seeing personal development here. I'm someone who's learning lessons, because world is also Saturn, right? And Six of Pentacles is equal give and take, so that is something they're learning. Perhaps they were doing all the giving in the past and they're establishing healthy boundaries. Who is Leo single's next date? I'm not getting much from your tarot, really. I'm more so talking about them working on themselves, so I want more when it comes to their personality here. Who is Leo single's next date? Mercury, 5th house. You may meet this person online. Some of you may not know them right now. Yeah, strong, wow. Yeah, Moon trine Saturn. Okay. Can be a Capricorn or someone with Saturn strong in their chart. There may be a slight age difference here as well, is what I'm seeing, but yeah, you may meet this person online. It can be pursuing some sort of hobby you have, because I did ask how you'll meet them. We have death. More so, death in this spread is talking about the intensity between the both of you, right? If I were to sum up the energy I'm getting here, it would be Scorpio. So this is someone you'll have a very strong physical attraction with. I see a lot of passion here. It'll be difficult to keep your hands off of each other is what I'm getting, but I see a lot of back and forth flirtation. This person's very flirtatious, I'm getting. They can be very charming, someone who's extremely witty. You'll share a similar sense of humor. A lot of fun, I'm getting. This person's energy is beautiful. Mercury, 5th house, but it's more casual, it's more lighthearted. It's almost like they may not be used to this intensity that you bring to the table, because they may be someone who was non-committal, or just someone who, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Someone who doesn't like responsibility with the Fool. Sometimes can be someone who scatters their energy, right? They'll give a little bit here, they'll give a little bit there. They don't give a situation enough time for it to grow into anything substantial. That can be a downfall here of this person when it comes to their love life specifically. When you'll meet them, we have Magician. Well, that could represent a few things. Some of you, it's when you take charge, right? They're saying a lot of this is in your hands. So if you're not making yourself available, this will take more time, right? But I do have a timing deck for fun, and we have, this is interesting because bottom deck energy, we had the Knight of Swords, and we have rushing in. We also have the snow in the background. So it can be winter, but we also have morning and today. So some of you may be, I'm again getting that wand or stick in his hand. It's like you've manifested this person, and the same, right? We have the same imagery here with the Magician. But what I'm getting, some of you may be picking up on a past person, and this may be reconciliation. But it can be morning coffee when you're running errands, or it can be very casual how you meet. But it seems to be sort of unexpected with rushing in, right? You're just going about your day and you run into this person, really is what I'm getting. But it definitely, the scenarios I'm getting is online, social media, or just, you going about your day. And it's sort of, it's faded, right? Because with my homemade deck, we have words of affirmation. Words of affirmation could be that is something you need to work on if you're struggling. In order to call new love in, and others of you, it can be this person's love language, so they may be very supportive. I am getting a strong intellectual bond between the both of you. We have this is a fated meeting, so yeah, right place, right time. You're meant to cross paths. They will pursue you, so likely if this King of Wands is their energy, it's the more masculine, dominant type of personality. Usually King of Wands is like the alpha male, female, whatever you identify as, but yeah, likely they will be the pursuer, the King of Wands energy. We have friends, party, get together, barbecue. So okay, I didn't actually see that card. So some of you, it can be a party, a get together. And we have social gathering music. So we actually have friends, party, and social gathering music. And others of you, it can be your first date as sort of a social setting, right? Even if you meet online. But this person will be coming after you. They're very determined. Their energy on this first date, we have Chariot, Hangman. We have a lot of major arcana. For one, we have 2 major arcana back to back. This may be someone who's at a distance or they have to travel to come see you, but they're conflicted here. This person doesn't rush into anything. I mean, when it comes to the physical, they're all in. But when it comes down to actually committing, this person takes their time, so I don't see anything happening here overnight, right? But this person, let's clarify, why is Chariot here for this person's energy? Usually a very determined character, someone who takes charge, Hierophant. So they do seem to be wanting something committed here. Hierophant, Chariot. Chariot also rules our 4th house of home, paired with Hierophant, which is tradition, right? So this is likely someone who does not like to venture out of their comfort zone too often. And Hangman can be when we're looking at something from a different perspective. And if I keep your oracle cards in mind, which I'm being drawn to now, it can be that you're sort of out of their comfort zone, right? Which is why they're sort of taking a step back and saying, I'm not sure. Look, Sun, Moon, we have the masculine and the feminine energy here. They're very attracted to you, but there's some differences here that this person is taking into consideration. But if this person puts aside any societal expectations or whatever their beliefs were growing up, right? This is a beautiful match. You really can balance one another out here. Because even with Chariot, I'm sort of getting the more feminine energy, and Hierophant is the masculine. Clarify Hangman here for Leo singles next date. Yeah, they'll be very sensitive with you, giving you compliments. Yeah, words of affirmation was coming through, but Page of Cups is usually flirty. It's not too sexual or in your face. It's usually very sweet, kind, right? But this first date, this person's likely wanting to do things the traditional way. So if they are more masculine energy, they'll treat you with respect. They'll take your feelings into consideration. They'll be very warm towards you. You feel like home, you feel like family to them. So it will be their priority to make you feel comfortable on this first date as well. But definitely an expression of love or some emotion they'll be showing you here from the get-go. They're very attracted to you. It's a little bit of like intriguing energy, right? You represent something different. It can be, if it's not differences in religion backgrounds with Hierophant. I'm being drawn to the black and white here. It can be personalities, right? But they like it. Whatever the differences are, that is what draws them to you in the first place. Your energy, I love your energy. You're not bothered. Well, for the King of Pentacles, he has his eyes closed. 2 of Swords, the eyes. She's blindfolded. So it's almost you're relying on your intuition here to maneuver through this situation. But in terms of your energy, you're coming through as someone who's well established. You have a lot going for yourself in terms of the material world. So likely the state is when you're either doing very well financially, you're financially stable, or you're working your way up here, right? Kings are usually, they've mastered the suit of whatever they're ruling here, and for you it's the Pentacles. So yeah, that you'll be very work focused, and some of you may pay on this first date, or you may offer to pay. You'll be looking very wealthy. I'm getting sophisticated. Your energy is very stable, peaceful, which is, I was filming another sign before you, I think it was Aries. They had more of a nervous energy. Yours seems to be very calm. But yeah, I don't see you rushing into anything, Leo. You're taking your sweet time here. Two of Swords, it's sort of a stalemate, right? I'm looking for something long-term. King of Pentacles doesn't invest in anything that they don't see long-term potential in. So yeah, you'll be looking at all the facts here, also relying on your intuition. Work may come through as a topic of discussion here. Let's clarify your energy here as well. Why is King of Pentacles here? For Leo singles energy. Six of Wands is coming through. Yeah, someone who's recognized. You get a lot of attention. Some of you may do something on social media. Your energy is coming through as someone who's very proud of themselves, which is beautiful. Why is Two of Swords here? Yeah, wasn't I telling? Some of you may be healing from another situation, a heartbreak, which is why you're a little bit blocked off here, right? You're protecting your heart. What are you protecting yourself from? Three of Swords. Some of you were put into a third-party situation. Someone may have chose another energy over you. You know, intuitively, Leo, some of you, I'm feeling you may know this person, and I felt it throughout this reading. So you'll have to rely on your intuition here, right? Because it is a general reading, and I can't tell you if it is a past person for you or not. I do have a deck that has more details about this energy. We'll pull that out, and hopefully that will help you decide if you're confused, right? Either you're healing from a separation with this person, or you're just afraid of going through some, you know, you don't want to repeat your past here, is what I'm getting. So you may see some red flags, which is why you're saying, I'm not sure about you, right? There's uncertainty here with the Two of Swords. How this person will be viewing you, we have the Strength. Yeah, they'll see you as someone they're physically very attracted to. They feel it's mutual. But they also see that you restrain yourself when it comes to the physical. So I don't see you jumping into anything, you know, more passionate here on this first date, although this person will likely want that. That is what they're thinking about if I look at your outcome. But how you're viewing them, justice, someone who's very respectful. This person will respect your boundaries. They're very fair. Few of you, this person may mention that they're going through a divorce. That is coming through. But yeah, a lot of communication. You'll really like this person's mind and the way they think. And there's respect for one another's opinions, intelligence. I think what brings you both together is definitely passion, that intensity, but also strong communication here. And I say that because we have great conversation at first meeting, and I have indications here that this will be a strong mental bond here. You stimulate each other mentally is what I'm getting. But yeah, they'll be observing you closely, asking a lot of questions. You may not reveal all with the Two of Swords Strength, and they feel it. They feel that you're holding things back from them. And a lot of this could be because there's trust issues here. In your outcome, we have Four of Pentacles, the Star, King of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Fool. They're not really giving me a set outcome for you, Leo. What they are telling me is this person's sort of playing the field. They have options. It's a carefree energy, someone who's sort of led by their passions, right? He's jumping off the cliff without looking. So I'm sort of seeing a casual dating scenario. And if we look at the King of Wands, he's holding the wand. She's naked here and she's bending over. So yeah, they definitely want passion here. And they're admiring your body. It's like secretly glancing at you when you're not looking, checking you out. That's what I'm getting. But I don't think you will give in as quickly. You hold back a lot, a bit closed off, because you don't know what this person's true intentions are. And some of you, you're very intuitive. And I don't feel like you're looking for a fling or passion. At least if this reading is resonating, it's coming through as if you're someone who really needs to know a person before you jump into anything physical, is what I'm seeing. Sorry, I haven't filmed for a while and I'm a bit tongue-tied. Why is Four of Pentacles here for the outcome? Judgment, yeah, judgment here is a decision, sometimes can be second chance. And if it is a second chance, some of you, if this person were to reach out to you, you may decide to hold back because you don't trust them, right? And others of you, it's a decision you'll have to make about this person. And I don't know, I see a lot of you being closed off when it comes to this energy. And it can be because of their, them being uncertain of what they want. They're a little bit non-committal, whereas your energy is a bit opposite, right? So now let's look at your oracle cards. We'll do you versus them. We'll look at your energy first. We have worth waiting for. Be patient, things will get better. Long waiting period, rewards after perseverance. So some of you, actually, you know what I want, Leo? I want to see if there's potential for a long-term commitment here. If that is what you're manifesting. No. Strong possibility. This is sort of casual. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords, Page of Wands. It's flighty energy. They're bringing passion your way. It's something physical. And if your guides are saying if you don't want that, there is something better, something that will be on your level. You may have to wait for this. Be patient. We also have case of the X in your energy. I miss you. Could we start over? Okay, so it was telling me you're healing from a heartbreak, something that happened to you in the past. If you're holding on to an X and you feel this is an X coming through, they're still non-committal. They'll be in and out, right? Because I'm getting someone who may have abandoned you here, or you may have abandoned a sort of ghosting situation, or someone who's in and out of your life as they please, right? And if that is the case, we need to establish stronger boundaries and heal, work on ourselves, right? I don't see that you need healing, but if it's coming through in the oracles, I'll mention it, right? Because it is a reading for a lot of people. So yeah, case of the X is coming through. And others of you, this can be a new person, but you also have an X lingering here. Really depends. We have testing the waters. I'm exploring the potential of this relationship. Yeah, I don't see you going all in. You're sort of, dipping your toes here in the water, seeing where it can go, but I don't see this being long term. I have to be honest with you. We have, I can't seem to do right by you. It's never good enough for you. I don't know what else to do. Some of you may feel that you're lacking something or you're doing something wrong, and that is not the case. In fact, you're actually being divinely protected here if it doesn't work out with this individual. But I have a synchronicity here. We have, I can't seem to do right by you. It's never good enough, and we have never enough. So he's offering her a heart. She has this trail of hearts here on the ground, and she's also holding... Do you see this person has 7 cups here? It's almost like they don't appreciate you and what you have to offer. Very few of you, if you meet someone online, make sure they're not already married. King of Wands can sometimes be a married energy with a wandering eye, and there's strong potential here. Because I was seeing a lot about family, and I'll get to the oracle cards, which are pretty much confirming what the tarot cards are saying. We have this love is so intense, I can't help but to wonder if you put a spell on me. There's nowhere to hide. Yeah, the chemistry's through the roof. I think that is why you decide to give this person a chance in the first place. But make sure you don't ignore the obvious red flags, right? This person's very charming. So don't pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to their actions, okay? If they're in and out, that's establish healthier boundaries. Let's see. Let's go with this. We have half-truths in their energy. There's more to the story. Secrets and lies, not who they claim to be. I can see that because how they were coming towards you, we are getting a very positive energy. Someone who's traditional, right? They try to do the right thing. You are viewing them as justice. Someone who's fair. Someone who's honest. But they're half-truths here. There's more to the story, not who they claim to be. So they're hiding things from you. Which is why they were saying, you know, you can go to readings. You can try to find the answers, but with the Two of Swords, you're blindfolded. You'll have to rely on your intuition, right? You're very intelligent and wise, and the cards were indicating you've been through a lot, so you have the experience to maneuver through the situation. The only thing that will hold you back is if you don't trust yourself, is what I'm getting. But a lot of you will, and with the Four of Pentacles, I see you being very guarded. Especially if an ex is also wanting to come back. We have I love my family. I'm trying not to get too attached to you. I can interpret this in two ways. For some of you, that husband-wife energy, King of Wands, grass is greener on the other side. They already have a family. They may even have children, right? Especially if they're at a distance, world travel, long distance. Do your background check, take your time, but it can also be something to do with tradition and you being out of their comfort zone. Look at that. You're out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to dating someone like you. So yeah, opposites attract, but a lot of you, it's different culture, race background is what I'm seeing. So they're not likely not to. Some of them, their family may be very controlling and they get to decide who this person is with long term. That'll be for very few of you. They feel like this can't work long term. Something about societal expectations, what will people say? That is the vibe I'm getting from this person. We have bad date. I'm sorry, we are not a good fit for each other. Yeah, we see that in the outcome. They don't really know what they want. We have mental connection. This is coming through strong throughout your reading. We have a quiet, unspoken understanding about many things. And we have independence. He's pushing the boat away. This person will be hard to tie down is what the cards are indicating. Let's get hints about this person. See if we can get more information about them. I honestly don't like this person. I have to be honest. I mean, if you're looking for something lighthearted, fun, sort of a distraction, it can be fun, but your energy is telling me that you're looking for something more serious, stable, with the King of Pentacles. And this person's just not on your level. You're not on the same page when it comes to what you want out of this connection. They want you physically, is what I'm seeing. Who is Leo single's next date? Counselor. Adept at mediating when the situation warrants, they easily guide people through difficult circumstances. So they literally can be a counselor. In their energy, we were getting someone. I was talking about personal development. So yeah, I think this person was very passive. Yeah. Look, and we have strong air. We have okay with letting others take the lead and make decisions, potentially uncomfortable asserting themselves. This may be something they struggle with, and their family is a huge influence on them. So it's almost like they want you, they really like you, but I don't know this person, something's off about them. But the positives is that this person can be very generous with others. They like to lend a hand. Right? They're not completely a bad person or negative. It's just, I feel you're both looking for different things. We have relaxed. Yeah, this was your energy here as well, Leo. And this person may be a father. Your person has one or more children. A blended family may result. See, again, family, family. We have you can feel at ease with this person who will likely be super approachable. Yeah, they'll be very sweet to you. Mother, your person has one or more children. You may become a father figure in their life. That came through twice. So masculine or feminine, whatever you're attracting, they can have children here. They can be a Sagittarius. If it doesn't work out with this person, don't lose hope, because we have worth waiting for. Be patient, things will get better. Yeah, you've waited a long time. Some of you may be losing hope, but we also have rewards after perseverance. They're saying hang in there, right? There is someone special for you, even if I don't think it's this person, Leo. And this person brings out a lot of insecurities here, right? You were saying in 2 different decks, we had never enough. Whatever I do, it's not enough, but it is enough. What you bring to the table is more than enough. You're the King of Pentacles. Closed off. I was more so, I don't get this in this person's energy. With, we had approachable. It's more your energy, and I think you're doing the right thing. Who is Leo singles next date? We also have divorced. Non-committal, yeah. Confirmation. Judgmental. Yeah, something to do with their beliefs. They're not as open-minded, but they're attracted to you. It's sort of saying, I'm going to follow tradition. I'm listening to my family. I don't want anyone to judge our relationship or judge me. I care about what other people think about us, but I'm willing to be passionate with you. So make sure, if you are, there is a lot of intensity chemistry here, right? Make sure you're on the same page if you decide to go there, right? When it comes to the passion. Because it's unfair if you have different expectations, and next thing you know, this is sort of hit it and quit it, right? Family problems. Seriously, this person, their family is all over this reading. It's like you have to date this person and their family. Something about tradition. It's suffocating, is what I'm getting. And you represent something different. It's almost like this person can relax with you. They can be themselves. But everywhere else they have to put up with appearances. That's the vibe I'm getting. Your advice here, we have dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. They are providing rich insights into the issues that are playing on your mind. So when it comes to the situation, some of you, perhaps I'm picking up on an ex. Some of you will run into this character in the future. Something about your dreams, your spirit guides wanting to communicate with you, or whatever, a higher power, God, whatever you believe in, right? They'll be trying to lead you down the correct path. And it's almost like no one can love you the way you can love yourself. We have true love paired with self-love. You're good enough. Don't question yourself. You're perfect. We also have options. You may be focusing too much on one thing or person that you're failing to see there's other great options. Yes, Leo, if one door, doesn't work out, there's another door opening for you, which will be much better. It's worth waiting for. Let me clarify this card for you, because I feel there's someone amazing, but it's not this person. Can you please clarify worth waiting for Leo singles? I don't like leaving you with, hello, this is your next date, and I don't see it going anywhere, like that. I don't like that. Clarify worth waiting for. Yeah, 6-6. Sixes talk about partnerships, harmony, balance, equal give and take. There's something better, and some of you, I feel it may even be a Virgo. It'll be unexpected with the Knight of Swords Tower. It's not this person you'll date next, but I don't think this energy is far from now either. If there is any confidence, self-worth issues, they're wanting you to work on that and heal. Some of you, your person may be at a distance, or you may have to move to be with them. But I see 3 people here on the boat. Some of you may even have children with this person. Can you please clarify worth waiting for Leo singles? I hope I'm not running out of time. Yeah, it's telling me the same thing. They're saying you can't predict this. Some of you will be feeling very disappointed at the pace that your love life is moving at, right? You're standing in one position. You don't see progress. There's a lot of self-doubt. You feel like you'll be single forever. And bam, Tower, Knight of Swords, unexpected message, unexpected communication. It's out of nowhere is what is coming through. So I'm telling you, there's something way more stable and exciting. Yeah, 4th house, and you're meant to be with this person. They're part of your destiny. North node, 4th house. You'll move in with this person. You'll build a family with them. So don't lose hope is what I'm trying to tell you here, Leo. But yes, that is what I have for you. Take care of your